I said it was way too wide.
It was a cover and everything. Not metal or not tin, but
no, it was
structure.
Yeah, it was $2,500 for the whole thing.
Where did you get it?
You know, across from the water, the road right across from the water park.
Yeah.
Back in there was this ranch, and there was this old guy. He had dismantled it.
Very old ramping.
He had dismantled it from an Arab farm down south of Denton 20 years ago. Brought it to his house, assembled it by himself, dude.
By
He's
himself.
smaller than me. He's an engineer. It took fucking 5 of these guys.
No, I mean, it was rough.
Okay. Only got half of them taken apart, and then they quit.
When you say these guys, you mean like Italians?
There was like 4 or 5 Italians, dude.
Oh, I had 2 that give up and say, I'm not keep going. Yeah, it's too scary over here.
So I see the old man in the parking lot a couple months later, and I go, hey man, weren't you the guy that had the round pin? And he says, yeah. I go, my friend bought it and tried to cut it apart. And he just shook his head. He goes, oh man, those guys.
Okay, he was there. Why didn't he help us? So
he
said how to do it. He was just sitting there, don't say a word.
That guy, he goes, they didn't ask for any help.
He was there. I was like, well, if he doesn't say something.
Yeah, and he told me all about how he did it. He's like, oh yeah, I had this old trailer and I moved the axle over and I could cut these pieces and slap it on there. And I did it by myself. I'm like, and he's talking to me like I'd go, oh yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah.
That would have been easy if you did that.
Yeah. Well, that's what he says. After if you did by yourself, I have a hard time to believe that.
He's an engineer though.
Yeah, he's an engineer, horse trainer.
It is?
Yeah, he's an engineer.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude, you're just a horse trainer, and all your friends are horse trainers.
Dude, I love it.
So it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
I love it. It was the best.
When we cut the little piece, it was.
Yeah, you know how it has the big round thing in the middle.
Yeah.
And all those girders. Yeah. Well, you fucking cut that thing, and it's like a spring. And you killed these guys.
That was nice.
Yeah.
We had fun.
Kenny, are you ready now?
Yeah. How about that, dude?
Sure.
That's a good story.
Yeah.
What?
I don't like to build all the kind of stuff, you know.
We expect a little more energy down there.
Then when? It's coming.
Casey, the Casey O'Rourke episode? Done. Okay. Yeah, all right, let's start the show.
All right, hey, the board in the back is time.
Time board.
We usually stick to 60 minutes.
All right.
Or we sometimes go long. And if you suck, we're gonna stop.
For sure, we're gonna stop.
Yeah.
If we're at 45 minutes, we just go. Yeah.
But that's still good. Still good.
Well, as always, we got Gunny Matheson, Joe Schmidt, and our special guest tonight, Francesco Martinotti.
You say it right.
Of course I say it right.
You need it.
Well, all the other names I was calling you when you worked for me were I was not trying to say it right.
I agree. 100%.
He does not like being called Francisco either.
No. I mean, it's very obvious. It's spelled different. You know, it's just you then just read it as whatever it is and call it whatever you want.
Yeah, but I'm like Tom. I'm one of those people that likes,
But when you say Francisco, it's actually cute. You know, it's nice.
You're my cute little Cisco. Spanish, though, huh?
Yeah. Francisco is Spanish.
Yeah. And you're,
Italian.
Italian.
Similar. Yeah, very, very close. Yeah.
Very close. Mm-hmm. Very close. Mm-hmm. I always,
Yeah, the accent, the language is very similar.
So you're just kind of relaxing right now. All the rest of us are nervous, have to go out to the Cactus and try and qualify. You're qualified. What are you doing? Just sitting back, feet up?
Yeah, basically right now I feel good. I just went to Tulsa to show my NRBC horses. I try just to keep as much as I can on them. Like this, I don't have to. Right now, I got lucky. Then I qualify in August, so now I can save my horses for the NRBC. And
well, how'd you do in Tulsa?
Huh?
How did Tulsa go?
Not very good. I'll be honest, and I'm kind of happy about it.
That was a loaded question. I knew you didn't do good.
his horse rollback. He said it was really good. It was the best he's ever been.
No, I never say that. I said it was very good for the first show of the year, but he rolled back this fucker to the inside at the end of the pattern.
You can't swear like that either.
you can't
say that.
You can't.
She'll beep it out.
Actually,
but that's it.
Okay.
We're actually. No,
Nobody give me instructions.
Yeah, I forgot about that. No, this is good because we're actually working on my skills to not say curse words.
Yeah, he's usually the one
And
that
he popped it off
I
first.
should be a better person. I try to speak better.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, we're gonna let it slide this one. I don't even think we should beep it.
No, it's all right. Well, we gotta be because we,
you might get flagged, right? Don't you get flagged on YouTube?
No, it's not so much flagged because you ever listen to Rogan? I mean, there's that's pretty.
Well, I don't listen to it on YouTube though. I listen to it on Spotify. So.
Yeah.
Well, he says the F word and lots of other words.
Oh, yeah.
And lots of other words.
No, for
Lots
sure.
of other words. Yeah. So, and that's who we want to be.
It's Joe Rogan.
We're coming after the top.
I love you. Listen to Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Dude, I'll listen to it all day. It's awesome. It's great. I was listening to Matt. Did you know Pat Miletich and the guy from American Pickers used to wrestle and do jujitsu and
The
stuff?
tall, skinny guy?
Yeah.
No way.
Mike Wolf. Yeah.
No way.
He said that. He goes, yeah, nobody knows that he's a tough guy. They said they used to go out in farmer's pasture and the wrestling team would bet who could jump on a bull, grab him by the head, and hang on the longest. Or
No
something.
kidding.
Yeah.
I think you're both.
Today,
I swear to God, I listened to it today.
dude, I listened yesterday.
It was like 2 minutes in.
I mean, not to put you off to the side.
No.
It was like two.
I'm good. I'm just sitting here and learning something.
Hey,
but I don't know
but
what you guys talking
yesterday
about.
I learned that Boss Rutan stepped on Brian Urlacher's toes at a charity benefit one time, and Brian Urlacher was so mad at him that he said, "Hey, you want to step outside?" And Boss Rutan said, "Yeah, sure."
Let's go.
And it took 5 security guards to tell Brian Urlacher who
That
he
was a
just
bad idea.
Yeah, I think I did hear that
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
I mean, that guy was a murderer in the UFC or the Ultimate Fighting deal.
Yeah, you don't want to screw with Boss Rutan.
Oh.
No. He's awesome.
That's just,
Dude's
it's cool
badass.
what you stumble across. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No,
Back
it's
to
okay.
Francesco.
No.
Back to Francesco.
Fun fact.
Hey,
There you go.
just hey,
Fun
wait
fact.
a minute, you guys.
Fun fact.
There you go.
Girls,
Smoking trash.
hey,
Look at that.
Enjoy. Doesn't whenever you see
Everyone good.
whenever you see that logo, don't you just want to say enjoy?
Yeah, I want to order a pizza.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the
wanna
banner there. Yeah.
Every time I see that logo, I want to order a pizza.
Did he sponsor a pizza party?
No, but it looks like a pizza place ad. I don't know if it's a color.
I don't know what kind of pizzeria you went.
No, we'll put it up. We'll put it up here so you'll see.
Okay.
It does. It's like come in and
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Because that's what you know, pizza. I enjoy pizza. That's one of the things I enjoy.
I think that was the key
I
of the
know.
name.
Yeah, it was nicely done.
Is it because it looks like a little piece of pizza?
It could be that, and it says
Because
enjoy.
I'm trying to think of what it looks like.
And you
I don't
know,
think of pizza.
I'm glad that you're here because you're Italian, and like 90% of the time, Chelsea, our producer and cook, cooks Italian food, and it's really
decent,
good. But she's probably not cooking Italian food tonight for you.
She is.
I
There's
doubt it.
biscuits in
She
there.
is? Huh?
Pasta. We have pasta tonight.
We got pasta. What
Yeah.
kind of pasta?
Well, I
we
saw
have?
biscuits.
I'm
and
strange.
strawberry.
Chelsea, what kind of pasta do we have tonight?
Spinach stuffed raviolis
Oh,
with
Spinach stuffed
bolognese
ravioli.
sauce.
With
Oh, wow.
bolognese.
All right.
Bolognese.
What are the biscuits though in there?
So
They're scones.
they're like a cheddar biscuit. They're
Oh, from like Red Lobster?
Nah, you know if you take the puff paste,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
with the flaky biscuits and you chop them up and you put some olive oil in there and you mix cheese with them and you add some other seasonings and you put them in there and then they bake in
Oh.
like fluffy, cheesy, full of
We're living good tonight, boys.
We should have a recipe section of the show just for, the homemakers.
Yeah.
No, it was
And then
nice.
there's puff pastries with cream filling and blueberries for dessert.
That's
Francesco's gonna make me carbonara someday.
yes.
Shrimp carbonara.
I sent you that. I did a all video for you when I was cooking the carbonara. I sent it to you because you want carbonara every night, you and your wife. You never cook it. You never even try. It's taken me 30 minutes to keep
You did a little tutorial video.
Yeah, he did.
I did it for him. He asked me. We were in Virginia when we were talking at dinner, and I sent it to you. You never did it, even try to do it.
Well, I'll be
It's
home.
shocking. That's shocking.
That's there. That's what I learned.
I'll be home tomorrow. You can come over and cook me carbonara.
There you go.
He's home by himself. So, and he's,
But you said that you're leaving tomorrow.
can I,
I don't know. I could
the whole
wait
thing.
another
I mean,
night.
weekend's not or something. Too much.
I can kind of see it. It's like the whole pizza.
Okay.
Whatever.
We should talk about Francesco.
That's
We're going to a qualifier. We all
Okay,
have
no,
our hopes
wait.
and
We
dreams.
gotta clarify for the people out there who might not know. Qualifier talking about run for $1 million. Mm-hmm. So you
The only-
did well last year, so
and
you
he
don't have to
qualified in the
qualify.
shootout. You were third?
Second.
Second?
He marked a 2:27.5, even though he slid slowing down in the middle, and the judges closed their eyes when
No,
they
they
watched it.
actually review it, and they still give me
They
that.
closed their eyes when they reviewed it, or the tape glitched. Because he slid from me to Tom.
I think
I
it was a
don't remember
+1. I didn't have any problem with it.
He slid from me to Tom. That's all I'm
You
telling
actually watch it, Tom?
No,
Oh,
he
okay.
didn't.
What'd you did watch it?
I mean, when I walk out to the arena, I was like, I don't think it happened, but I was worried, of course.
Yeah.
But I rewatched the video, and I was like, the front leg keep moving, so I was pretty safe.
And I
on
think
that.
that's
Okay.
the criteria, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. And I'm giving you a hard time, because I like giving you a hard
It's
time.
okay, I mean,
You know I like giving you a
It's
hard
fine.
time. It was a badass run. I can say badass. It's my show. I'm part owner of this show. Okay? And with as much as my equity cost in this show, you can buy me out. But, yeah.
No, it was
It was a
good
badass
experience.
run.
Thank you.
Yeah, on
no.
Lance's horse.
On Lance horse, yes. Lance showed his horse for
Lance Griffin.
Lance Griffin. Sorry.
What's the horse's name again?
Spook's got the tinsel.
Spook's got a tinsel.
We bought him from Gar Brown, and then he trained the horse until the end of the 3 years old. And Lance was not even my client. And Samantha phoned me and asked me to find a horse for her dad. I'm like, I don't know how your dad even ride. And so I watched a couple of videos, and this horse was there, and I always liked the horse. I said, I think we should take a shot. And they bought him, and months and a half later, he made the level 4 final at Futurity. He was super excited about it, and he was his horse for the next year for the Derby season. And and after I was already qualified last year with Smoking Trash, and I won something very strong for the shootout to redo the same thing that I did the year before. I mean, try to redo the same thing. And I asked Lance if he can borrow me his horse, and in the beginning he said no. I don't think it's going to be enough for that, because the horse never gets shown in the open classes, so we didn't know. And I was like, Lance, if you don't want to go, I'm gonna take my risk, and I'm gonna pay for everything, because I truly think that your horse deserves to be in that picture, and I think that the horse can do it. So I said, okay, if you want to take the risk, good. And we did second, so we were
Yeah, he
happy
looks
about it.
real honest and a big stopper, huh?
Incredible honest, that horse. And it was the first time for him in an open class at that kind of level, and he handled it incredible. He handled it very good.
I mean, the thing that I liked about and looking forward to that horse is a lot of the horses that people keep picking for the run for the million are the same old ones that we've seen again and again and again, and they're just a tad used up. I mean, a lot of them horses turned the corner and ran last year.
Yeah.
And I mean, that horse is 5, and he's been showed hard one time by by you.
He was
but
4.
He was 4 when you qualified, but now he's 5.
He's 5, yes.
And he's been showed one time hard. The rest of the time by a non-pro, so be cool to watch.
No,
I mean, if that's the horse you pick, anyway.
I mean, right now I don't.
I mean, not just put you on the spot
No,
on the camera,
it's very
making it
easy.
public.
No, now I talk with everybody. I have 3 horses, in my opinion, can compete in that, and one is of course Smoking Trash. The other one is that one, and and the Magnum, the Cielo, the Magnum Dream that there's 5 right now. I think he can be. He have enough talent to be there. No, wait. Listen. He have enough talent to be there. I don't know if he mentally can keep up with that Questionnaire, because in Vegas, I mean, is incredible. I mean, in the middle of the arena, you cannot hear your voice, you know. And
last year was incredible.
Yes.
Last year was, I think the first year and the third year were the two. The second year, for whatever reason, I think the ground was a little off. And
The
the ground was not very good.
stopping was tough.
the stopping was tough, and I think it was tough getting those horses ready because it was tough even in getting them ready. But last year was just an incredible reining.
Last year, the above ground, Jesse did a ground that was absolutely outstanding. I never tried a ground like this before. I mean, it was perfect the whole week. And I mean, it can be good the first couple of days, but after a week with a lot of horses in the pen, can be tricky to maintain.
Yeah.
Jesse Boyd.
Jesse Boyd, and he did a phenomenal job, in my opinion, on the ground.
Yeah,
the whole week
Everybody
was very
said
good.
that. I mean, it was
When everybody got stopped. Like, there wasn't one horse that missed a stop.
Yeah, I agree.
No, it was for sure. It was a good reining, but.
Yeah.
Well, what about that though, Tom? I mean, we're coming off of going to Tulsa, where, I mean, not to name names, but they're using the same drags as they were using in Vegas, and by the end of that day,
It was not that great.
there was a lot of people missing left lead stops. There was people complaining that there was a hole there, and we're about to go to the NRBC there. I mean, what's y'all's plans with the ground there?
Well, we have the same group that we always have, and we've got the Kaiser drags. For Kaiser's a sponsor of the NRBC and has helped us out with our drags. And we use them. I use the Kaiser drag at my house, and we have for a very long time. But I think the biggest thing, I think they're both good drags, but I think the biggest thing is just the attention to the detail,
Yes.
making sure that it's the
Care
right
about
amount of water and the right amount of dragging, and at the NRBC, you guys that have shown there. No, you'd never have to call and ask, hey, are they going to drag it now? The drag's coming when the drag's supposed to be there, at the top of the hour, the bottom of the hour.
Yeah.
So I think that makes a big difference, and I noticed, Jesse was on it out there last year.
Run for the Moon.
Yeah. He was on it. I mean,
he
he
did a
took
very
a lot
good
of
job.
pride in that. So
And that's what you need in the biggest horse show in the industry. I mean, somebody that really care about every little details.
no doubt.
Yeah, that was awesome. He did a great job.
Yeah, no doubt. So
What about showing in the Run for the Million? How was that experience? Because you qualified last year, but you qualified. I mean, the day before, but you also showed in the main event. I mean,
Oh no, it was an incredible experience for the whole team, and not just for me, because I mean, when you go play that big, you need a lot of people behind you to help you, and I think then everybody have a great time. For me, walking inside the arena, like running inside the arena, was very emotional, but in the same time, I'll be honest, I had just so much fun. I mean, in the middle of if you watch the video, in the middle of the arena after the second turn, I started laughing because it was something incredible for me to be part of that. After I moved from a different country to come here to run behind my dream, and that was a big record for me, and I was just very happy, and the platform and then like the whole show introduce you to is very big. After that event, I mean, maybe it sounds stupid, but like the other day we were in Tulsa at lunch with some clients, and there was just a table over there. I have the jacket on, and they come there and said, "But are you Francesco?" And I was in the middle of Tulsa, and I was like, "Yes." Are you the guy that did the Run for a Million? We were there. I mean, just random people.
You'll get used to it. I mean, it just.
It's pretty cool.
we're not gonna say, but Tom McCutcheon's kind of a big deal. He
big
gets
guy.
noticed everywhere he goes. I mean,
For me, it was very cool.
Airport, Cancun.
Let me be the guy that brags for you. Don't do it for yourself. Okay. He gets recognized everywhere.
Yeah, I got it. That's why for me it's new. For him it's like normal. It's all the time. No, but it was I think very cool for the reining. Beside me, but for the whole reining, is very important. Then everybody, a lot of people now know what it is. Before, a lot of people didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
And now, like you talk about raining, I say, oh yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool.
Let's go back to you personally, because
Yeah.
you said since you moved over here to the U.S., what year did you move over here?
You already forgot.
I did.
What year and
Did
what
you
kind
come straight from Italy to my house?
Straight to the
Yeah, I
house.
think you did.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that was
so-
2016.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh, you guess, man.
No,
You get it.
you
did
told
it.
him or something.
It's somebody.
Seriously, you pulled. No, you're lying.
He's lying.
She looked at her
fingered it to
something.
him.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
went 1-6. She fingered the info over here. And what kind of car did you drive when you got here?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's hard to get a little.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
It's
You
a
guys
great
are
idea
funny.
to have the Porsche.
Why you gotta bring up all this stuff?
I just like bringing
I mean,
it
it's
up.
personal.
Hey, listen, it's personal stuff. We're on camera. We're here to make fun of you and celebrate you at the same time.
That's right.
I agree.
That's right.
So I flew here January 8th in 2016.
right.
And
Did you speak a lick
Emily-
English?
You remember? No, zero.
No,
Zero.
No, you.
it was about the same as it is now.
Yeah, you did. You a little bit.
No, a little bit. No, I promise I was not speaking anything.
He didn't speak a lick
I was
English.
speaking with him and Dwayne because they were the only ones
Yeah,
talking that
that's
speak
right.
English. And after
2016 didn't speak a lick of English.
That's
and
awesome.
how long did it take you to get fluent?
I still working on it.
Oh,
To be honest. No, it took me. So Matteo Rondanina is my friend here. He moved here before me, and he told me a good advice. Said, listen, when you come here in the beginning, try to don't stay around Italians because. Like this, you force yourself to learn quicker the language. If you have always somebody to help you out, you always find looking for help.
Yep.
If you don't have anybody to help you, you gotta figure out something. And I actually did. And 3-4 months later, I was talking at least, and everybody can understand sometimes. Not you. But,
No.
yeah,
we're
it takes me a
understanding
while.
perfectly clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's and that's I went through the same thing. You know, when I worked in Italy,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was, and then now I think most of the country speak, especially the younger generation, speak English in Europe. But when I went there,
yeah.
no internet, nobody spoke
Yeah,
English, so
I believe
I
it.
had to learn Italian. You know, same with Dwayne. So when you came, you had a little,
Yeah.
you could converse a little bit with us anyway.
But yeah, it was hard.
But you still had to go buy. We weren't going to go buy groceries for you, so you still had to figure all that
No,
out.
no, that's yeah. I remember. I actually asked you if you bring me at the grocery store. You say no, so
I don't know if that's true or not, but that certainly sounds
Makes
believable.
sense, yeah. Somebody out there will help you.
call Emily in the office. Yeah, it was still Emily at that time.
Oh, that's, yeah, I forgot about that.
She picked me up with Josh at the airport, and I flew here with my friend Mattia. You remember Mattia Nadarini? Yeah, he was here just for 3 weeks, and we flew here together.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that helps a little bit because Mattia spoke English at the time. So for the first 3 weeks, I have a little bit of
Because
suggestion.
he worked
here and there.
for Jimmy, didn't he?
No.
Your brother?
I really
Yeah.
don't know who he's
Yeah.
talking about, but
Yeah, Mattia.
Yeah, for sure. Was a guy. Anyway,
I thought he worked
come
for
here.
Mattia.
He's-
For Jimmy.
No, he's back. He's in Italy right now. But anyway,
you don't know either.
it's fine.
It's another dude named Mattia.
You just say yes to be nice.
There's that-
but
there's one of those
it's just
other
not
Italians.
nice. No, it's Mattia. He's a good guy. And anyway, and they picked me up from the airport. I got to your range, and Emily gave me the car key. What was the little gray car?
Oh,
super
yeah.
ugly car. I mean,
TM
it was
car.
horrible.
the TM.
Yeah, the TM.
What was that?
Oh, dude, that was
It wasn't
like
a PT Cruiser. It was
No,
the
it
other
was
one.
the Chevy version of a PT
Yes.
Cruiser. It was
Yeah.
even
Horrible.
uglier than a PT
My
Cruiser. And you
And it
put
got
your
wrecked.
freaking initials on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, TM is high rolling.
No, it got rear-ended out.
He got wrecked pretty bad.
Yeah, it got wrecked and we just
It was
left.
not me, but
Well, some of my other employees left. They got in a wreck and they just left it there.
no
Dude,
way.
it got slammed.
spray paint over the TM and just they just left it on
Dude,
the road.
I so blew up the engine in a PT Cruiser and I left that sucker on the side of the highway.
You guys used to have a maroon or purple one,
Yeah,
right?
I left it on
That's
the
right.
highway too. My
No
wife was
kidding.
so mad at me. You can't just leave it there. Well, I did. Well, I left a note in the window that it said, keys are in it, you can have it.
No kidding.
See ya.
It just blew up.
Yeah, the motors.
That was not a great car.
It just seized right up.
Yeah, the TM car.
Yeah, that's what we call it.
Yeah,
So,
I remember
so-
the first wreck it got to on the side. Like those vehicles would just start getting beat up, and then finally it got wrecked.
yeah.
Yeah, that was terrible with the car. Even to drive. You ever tried?
I think
my
I drove it one time. Yeah.
For sure,
Yeah.
Tom bought it because it was the cheapest car ever. I mean, have to. Because it was ugly, it was working terrible. So
That's what I do. That makes sense.
yeah, I was like, oh, for you guys, you can have this.
Do you remember the green truck when Sebastian and I worked for you?
Oh, yeah.
The door, we had a rope on the door, and it was never registered.
Yes, but that truck started out perfect.
That was a beautiful truck when I worked there.
Marv Carlson bought that truck.
Yeah.
And it was a little bit older truck when he bought it, but it was pristine.
It was a
Oh, my
square
God.
body, short bed Ford
Yeah.
F-150 four-wheel drive.
No, this was a
it was a
Chevy.
Chevy.
This was like a green
Maybe it was a
turquoise
green Chevy.
Yeah, it was a
a
Chevy.
short wheelbase though.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you come around the corner too fast and you didn't have that rope, do that door come flying open.
Yes.
And then the seat on this
It
side
was brand new when he bought it.
It was destroyed.
It
It was
was
the
brand new.
natural progression of through help. Oh yes. You know, the mirror breaks off through the first help, and then the second help it's the tail light, and then the third help the door doesn't shut anymore, and then the fourth. You know,
And then it
goes.
gets one dent in it, and they open every freaking gate imaginable with the truck.
Yeah.
You don't push the gates open. You just
Yeah.
unlatch them and move them out of the way with the truck, right?
Yeah,
Huh?
every single tractor of mine they're pretty new, my tractors, and they got broken headlights and dents, and the same guy did it all. You know what his name is? I don't know. Same guy. I don't know. Who did that? I don't know. That's some basic. If I could find that, I don't know, I'd fire him right now. Because he's broke a lot of my shit.
I beat his ass for you too, okay? Because he did it to me too.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're all in the same boat.
Yeah. No, that truck was beat to hell.
Yeah. Well, it started out perfect. So,
Yeah, no, I didn't
just
know
so
that.
you know. Yeah.
That's funny.
But anyway, so 2016.
Yeah,
So
TM car. You were driving the TM car, learning English.
And then you went out and bought a Porsche.
Bought a Porsche.
No, first.
He was
not
just
first,
a poor
No.
immigrant.
No, first, I remember it was Friday when I flew here, and I got to the house with your car. I don't know how I get to the house because Emily gave me the address, said good luck. So I was like, well, okay, I figured out where I've been in the USA 10 years before, just, but I never drove around or anything. So we find this house completely empty. I pull from the back, I watch inside, I was like, is somebody here or not? I walk inside, was a lot of bags, a lot of boxes everywhere, but nobody in. I thought maybe it's the right house. So I just left there, and actually was the right
What
house.
house did you live in?
In Kane's house.
Oh,
Oh, Surveyor.
Yeah, Surveyor Road. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the next morning, with that car, I drove straight with Mattia Glen Polk in Gainesville, and I bought a Dodge. Was the 1500 Dodge, a white Dodge. Was like something.
Yeah.
And 3 months later, blew out, and it was a bad buy.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
It was a
destroyed.
bad buy from Glen Polk in Gainesville, Texas.
No, but that was a very, very cheap truck. I just got the first one.
Listen, hey, Glen Polk don't pay these people. Glen Polk don't pay these people.
Yeah.
We can put them under the bus.
I bought another car from there, another truck, a Chevy. It lasts forever. It was amazing until it. We can fly over Glen Polk in Arizona.
Glen Polk, baby, Glen Polk.
Jesus. Yeah, I don't have good luck at Glen Polk, I'll tell you.
man.
But well.
So that one, I can't remember that.
Yeah,
white
it
one
was.
blowing up.
Shop
And then you
at
got
Billingsley Ford,
Actually,
Ardmore, Oklahoma, exit 31A. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Sorry.
Might be
Sorry.
30, might be exit 32.
Anyway.
Ardmore, Oklahoma, Billingsley Ford.
Hey, you didn't give me any structure here, so I just talk like normal. You're good. I don't have to say names.
You're doing better than most. You're doing great.
Thank you. I
So you got the Porsche.
Not yet at that point. No.
No, he's on the white truck.
I
That
got
he
the
got.
white truck. Blew up, and I used Tom car for a while because I didn't want to buy another one. And yes, and after I bought this Porsche. It was very funny. It was very nice for the summer. I thought it was a great idea. We had so much fun. I mean, you're talking about Porsche like a $50,000 car. That was a Porsche that say 11,000.
No, we talk about a Porsche like $150,000 car.
No, but a used one, you know, you can find some used one for 50. Yeah.
So what he actually bought was a 1979
Correct.
911 S.
Yeah.
with
No.
the eight track
Oh, yeah.
motor.
But the girl still liked it.
Yeah, they like it. For sure, they like
That's
it.
old Martinotti in the
Until
Porsche.
they sit in, and when I turn on the AC, was leaking from the seat. So Dad started to ask a couple of questions, like, what is this?
What's this towel for? Oh, my AC leaks.
Yeah, the AC leaks a little bit.
It went from being classic to old.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
But we had fun with that thing.
It wasn't a 79.
No, I'm exaggerating.
No, it was 2006. So
Yeah, that's
that was,
right.
yeah, it's brand new.
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah. And you were working there the same time as Dwayne was there.
Yes, sir.
You're not supposed to touch the mics, dude. Touch the mics.
Dude.
Listen, I've been following rules. It's been very hard for me being a file to not touch.
That's a proper word. Usually he's all over this thing.
He likes it?
Yeah.
Just wait a little bit like.
He is a microphile. I've never heard that before, but
That's a new word.
You like it?
anyway.
Anyway, yes, Dwayne was.
I'll be okay. You guys continue.
Let's take a second.
Yeah, it's been a great time for a vodka commercial. I mean, a bleeping commercial.
Well, let's hear from one of our sponsors.
Worm Flooring Systems. Never lift heavy mats again. Finally, a permanent solution to a problem that horse and livestock owners have dealt with for years. The Worm Flooring System completely seals your trailer floor and provides a padded, slip-resistant surface that's impervious to liquids and eliminates the need for rubber mats. This unbelievable product will not crack or chip like spray-on liners. It's excellent for stalls, aisleways in your barn, and wash stalls. For pickup truck beds, the Worm system provides a non-slip surface where everything stays where you put it. Worm is different from other rubber floors because it's non-porous. Worm flooring products do not allow anything through it. It's slip-resistant, textured, cushioned, permanent, seamless, durable, and comes in many colors that you can mix and match. For more information or a dealer near you, go to wormflooring.com or call 800-350-7564.
Okay, is that Mattia?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to work for his brother Jimmy.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude, years ago.
Shit,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
That's a good memory because that was talking a long time ago. Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't even know if he worked for him.
And he stayed there for like 2 months, maybe something like that. How you remember that?
Yeah.
Dude, well, I know Mattia.
Well, that's the guy I remember. Then when he said no, it was like,
Yeah.
well, maybe I don't remember.
He was
it.
working for Jim. Anyway, that guy.
Yeah.
Correct.
Shout out to Mattia. What's happening, man?
Yeah.
So, all right, you were here in
Sorry, your buddy doesn't remember you, Mattia.
your history or anything. We do.
Whatever.
Hey, they're talking about buddies they don't remember. I mean, Jimmy's never been on the show. I love
Yeah,
Jimmy.
that's why, because you say
He's probably-
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
And I thought Jimmy Vanderhooven, not Jimmy
No,
McCutcheon.
no.
Jimmy.
No,
It's different.
Jimmy.
That's why I was like, you never worked for Jimmy.
There you go.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So you were here when Dwayne was here.
Yes. The first year was just Dwayne. The second year come Martin. Was Martin too.
Oh, that's right.
Martin.
Yeah. So because Tom.
So you got to learn a lot from Dwayne and Martin Larkham, is what you're saying. When you worked for Tom.
I explain you why.
Sorry.
So Tom, because
Having
we
a good time.
don't really like Italians or whatever, maybe the accent or something, he threw me on the other barn, back there. And
The other barn?
he didn't want me in the main barn with that.
The other barn.
That's so understandable. though.
I still understand. I go to
It has
I
nothing to do with
got
not liking Italians. It was just you specifically.
Yeah.
me specifically. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So he just said, go down there. That's fine. I was like a little bit bummed in the beginning, but after, I actually got very lucky because I had somebody to teach me over there called Dwayne Latimer. You know, he teach me everything every day. In the other band, I was not gonna learn that much because he didn't remember my name. So how he can talk with me about it? You know, so that was the reason. It's very true.
Hey, you! I had to.
Hey, kid! Hey, you!
I had to call you today because he didn't have your phone number.
Funny. Do you really?
No, I'm embellishing now.
It's fine. So I know. Anyway, no, Dwayne for sure. Like, because we were shaped the same tech room, you know, we get more close together.
And he's probably one of the best guys that have ever done this.
For sure. For sure.
Oh, yeah. We talk about horsemen, I would put Dwayne above probably pretty much anybody that's doing this business. I don't care who's won what when you talk about
for sure
pure horsemen.
In the top 5 in anybody's conversation. And if they don't have him in their top 5, they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's fair.
I agree.
And I'm not talking horse trainer. I'm talking horseman.
Yeah.
You know, from top to bottom, he you know, he takes care of he's a great horse trainer. He takes care of his horses. He thinks his way through it. You know, and it's kind of a little bit of full circle. Like Dwayne and I really got to know each other in Italy. Dwayne and I both worked in Italy, and you were probably
not even born.
3.
Oh, when was that? What year?
I'm afraid to say it was probably in the 88 to 91.
I born in 92, so.
Okay, well, nice having you, Francesco.
Back to a commercial break.
Guess the show's over. But yeah, so Dwayne and I got to, and Dwayne, from where he was when he was in Italy to what he developed into was 100% just a desire to be that kind of a horseman. You know, I mean, he figured out a lot riding better horses. He went to work for Bob Loomis, and he turned into one of the absolute, in my opinion, one of the absolute best horsemen in the industry.
Yeah.
So it's a good, great person. And Martin too, you know, I don't know.
Absolutely.
Just, and I've always thought, you can have people tell you and tell you and tell you and tell you, but at the end of the day, the best students are the people that watch and learn.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a very good point, especially because between Martin and Dwayne have conversation is kind of hard. They both don't talk.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And so you gotta spend a lot of time to watch what they're doing and ask them, even if I annoy them most of the time, but I want to learn what they were doing, and that was the reason why I was there. And on Tom's perspective, I gotta be honest, he have 2 conversations with me, serious conversation with me in 2 years, and both time but it's trying to say a good thing.
Makes me sound bad, but it's probably
like an
legitimate.
important conversation. Like they would try to help me mentally and for the business for my future. I felt that when he talked with me about it, and he said, you know, you have a lot of confusion in your head. That was 100% true. And but I remember we were in the arena in Bar 9 in Oklahoma City, and I was warm up the horse for Cade. What was the bay mare? Cade was still no pro at that time.
Vintage Chrome.
Yes, and I got off and I was doing some counter cannon that you didn't like how I was doing. So I got off and you started talking with me about that and explain me a lot of stuff, and it helped me a lot for the mental part, because beside it, the training part and all the experience you can have, your mind, I think, is the most important part than on training a horse, and your confidence and all that stuff, and that helped me a lot on that kind of part. Dwayne was teaching me more the technique.
I mean, you're talking about what people have taught you too, and yada yada this, and what all these people have taught you. But you moved here in 2016, and you're at the top of the game in 2023, or we're still 2022. You were at the Run for the Million. You didn't get there by Dwayne explaining it to you, by Tom explaining it to you. You got there because you took the initiative to freaking pay attention yourself. Because
Sure.
So I would just like to explain to my help that it's not up to me to teach them how to do it. It's up to them to learn.
Oh, that's 100%.
And you learned when they weren't teaching you how to do it. You learned from Tom when he wasn't teaching you how to do it.
Yeah.
You didn't just learn from people explaining you how to do it. You don't get that good in that short amount of time from somebody explaining it to you. You get that good because you want to.
Of course.
That's first and foremost.
And that's when I left my country. I was like, I'm not going there to play. I try to go there and try to be the best that I can be, and that's the reason I moved here. If I was not even trying, what was the point?
Yeah.
I mean, I stay in my country and that's it. I eat better, and
I
that's
think,
it.
I don't know if you listened to it, but I think I commentated this year at the Run for a Million.
Yes.
And I mentioned, you could always horse show. You could, when you worked for me, you could, from the very start, you could always horse show, but now your horse training has started to catch up with your horse showing.
Yeah.
And that, to me, that's huge, that's huge.
But again, you bring up this point. I started as a young kid on showing on youth or whatever. And so I have a lot of experience on all the horses to make it work. And for me, showing all the horses, I mean, we were talking about very nice horses at that time. One was Pride Galito that Martin won the Futuri in 2000, and after I was able to buy in a second time. And so I started with that kind of horses, and so they teach me how to show. Yeah. At that point, when I start professionally, I know how to make it work somehow, even if they were not broke. And that was my limit. And then I was like, at one point I was like, okay, sometimes they work very good, but sometimes, most of the time, they work very bad. So it's a big hole in my program, then I need to fill it up. And that's why I want to move here and learn from the best to how to actually be a horseman. And I still working on it, but at least right now I start to be consistent on it.
Yeah, you never quit working on it. I mean, I've been around forever and I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just part of it.
Yeah, but I think what you're talking about, it's determination.
Yeah.
And you can't teach that. You have to have that. And like what you're trying to get over your help, it's like, no, you have to be able to learn when no one's saying anything and you're sitting there watching and picking stuff up.
Well, whenever I got good at it, whenever I think I got good at it, I mean, whenever I wasn't getting what I meant to say was when I wasn't getting my ass chewed every day, was whenever I started to pay attention of what to do. I didn't just wait around for him to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
And
I didn't so much tell you what to do as I told you what not to do.
Yeah.
I think that's more my style. I pretty much let everybody do their thing until they do their thing and I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, right? Well, 100%.
No, I tell people that come through there.
And say you're going to get mad if they're rearing up in the air or trotting through a lead change. And that's about it. But man, when they start trotting through a lead change and he comes alive, that's the best. It's the best, dude. It's the best.
Oh, it's the worst.
No, because I see it coming. I see it coming, dude, and it's a wave of the whole counter canter thing.
Oh yeah. I'll be honest, when I walk out from the place, my biggest problem was lead change. Even if for them it's so easy to do it, and that's, I mean, one of the things I want to learn from there, because basically you got to the middle, you do like this, and they change. I don't know how they do it. I asked Kate too. I said, well, I put my leg on and go there. Well, easy, right? And but I remember, oh my gosh, it was this bay called Texas. I don't remember his full name. Anyway, as a 3 years old, I couldn't change. I mean, I couldn't make it change. I spent forever, and he was screaming at me. And then he come out from the office on the other side and start screaming at me. I was like, guys, I don't know what the fuck. Sorry. It's all good. I spit everywhere. It's okay, John. And it was
my drink.
Yeah, I remember the screaming on him.
But the point being is you let people kind of do whatever, but those two things. The trot through the lead change. Oh, buddy.
But well, another thing on what you said. Yes, you really want to learn, but at the same time, what I feel right now, having an assistant and watching them, they gotta know kind of what the horse wants.
Yeah.
And some of them cannot see that.
Right.
So how you teach them how to make it work if they don't know how? I mean, they don't know how the feel is. That's the hardest part, in my opinion, teaching.
Absolutely the hardest part.
Yeah.
It's absolutely hard. We all deal with that, and you can only explain so much, and then you the oldest saying in the business, you can't teach feel.
That's the thing.
You just can't teach feel.
And that's
You know?
frustrating sometimes because you can see people like try very hard and they don't have it, and it's hard to bring them out. You know.
The only guy that I've ever seen be able to manufacture.
Before you insult anybody, just be careful with your words here. It might seem like a compliment, but it could be a backhanded compliment. Did I just save you from backhanding somebody? I'm on my
No, we're gonna say it anyway. The only guy that I've ever seen that's been able to manufacture horse trainers is Tim McQuay. I've seen it 2 or 3 or 4 guys that he's had through his program that he has been able to teach to train a horse that didn't have maybe the most natural feel. But it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, and it's not something I am willing to put the time in. And I don't, and it, you know, and maybe that's a knock against me for sure. But Tim would always help all the time. And I'm busy doing my own thing, you know. I mean, I got a lot going on, and it is, you know, it is a lot to really take that kind of time to help somebody. But I have seen, like I said, I've seen Tim manufacture a few guys into pretty darn good horse trainers.
I'm so glad you didn't name any names.
No, I'm not going to name any.
Who were you thinking about?
Why would I name the names? Why would I name the names? I just didn't want my buddy in.
No, it doesn't matter because they've turned into very, very capable horse trainers.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter who they are, but you know, and that's hard. But Dwayne and I have had that conversation. I think, or maybe it wasn't Dwayne, maybe it was Dean, but either way, I mean, it was. I think you learn more. I think the guys that really excel can learn more from just watching. Like, I mean, I think all of us are probably the same. We go to a horse show and we're in the practice pen. I think we all go,
What is it?
yeah, I think that could work. Or
Yeah.
You know, we all try to learn something every horse show we go to and see if we can put something into our program that'll work.
What helped me when I see something in his schools is like just try to do exactly how this person doing, even if maybe it's not right, but keep practice that until I find my feel on that kind of exercise, then click on the horse.
Right.
That's what helped me most of the time, and for you guys watching all the time, you know, do stuff. I try to copy your circle because I love your circle and lead change, and I try to keep my program on the turn like Dwayne, and I like how we do it. You know, I try to get from here and there, and sometimes it works, sometimes don't, but you try to do your best every day. That's it.
Yeah.
If it work, good. If not, to go back home and work harder.
You mean you didn't copy my turn program?
No. But I would say I try to copy your stock program.
Yeah.
I really like it. I promise. I'll be honest.
There's the book.
I know they come from him, but I try to see what you learn from him and put it together. At work. Yeah. The stock program is pretty good. It's pretty good.
I learned by watching because the F word didn't explain it.
Well, in fairness, when you worked for me, I wasn't probably in the same headspace that I am now.
Well, you had a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you had less sources at that time too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So more time to spend with young
Yeah, but there was a lot going on.
But that was like when Sebastian and I worked for you and we didn't have any horsepower, trying to figure out your deal. It was tough because half those horses.
Yeah. No, that was probably the worst time frame of livestock that I had.
Yeah.
Just trying to make things work, no doubt.
Yeah, but I mean, me and Tom put 3 in the finals each at the NRBC. I don't know what happened with, I mean, y'all's horsepower.
No, we just had nothing. We did, dude. We had nothing.
No, and
Sorry,
we
that was a dig. That was a dig.
You guys had some decent horses.
Oh, we had some decent horses.
We didn't have any
Excuse me.
livestock,
Excuse
dude.
me, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me take a step back.
it was easy back then.
Yeah, it's a lot easier. Yeah, back when we didn't have, all the stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, and you know what? If I made a mistake, it was, that those horses kind of came to me. I was never a go out and get them, and all you guys have worked there. I was never a go out and get horses kind of. I mean, I never was out buying horses and trying to, like the top end horses. And when Gunny was there, we just happened. He was there when we happened to have a lot of good horses, and I got lazy from that, and just expected horses to show up, and then you and Sebastian had to live through that because we didn't have, and you guys came in a time when you followed a couple of guys that weren't so good.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna say. No, not you. They didn't follow you.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. Okay, I got it.
No, there was a lot of
other
people
guys.
between you and them. I
I
think.
just messed with you.
Wasn't there?
No, yeah, there was. No, because who was riding the 2-year-olds before I was, it was pretty sketchy for a while.
It was horrible.
Yeah, like bad. And you apologized.
Yeah.
He said I had like 13 or something. He goes, now look, man, these, we've been trying to catch them up, but they're bad. Please, just try them out. And,
So you worked for Tom after Gunny?
yeah, 2008, I think, something like that.
Yeah. And when were you done?
At the beginning of 2007.
Yeah.
That's a
And
long
it
time
wasn't
ago.
Gunny's fault. It was.
No, it was no.
There was a year in between.
Yeah, there was.
I had a certain couple of Brazilian people that were working for me, and nothing against the Brazilians, because there's some, dang sure good Brazilian horse trainers, but the ones I had weren't one of those.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, no, that was sketchy.
no, and
times.
no, you guys had a lot of work to do. But
I just
anyway,
started to do raining when you were working for him. That time.
You did?
I just started, yeah.
Yeah.
Not to point that you kind of old, but yeah.
That's right.
yeah,
It's good.
you're kind of old, but yeah,
I just started. It just started showing my mind at that
Not
time.
that.
So, I mean, Francesco won 90 some odd $1,000 last year, and the way that he did it, he's still eligible for the level 3. This cheating.
Are you in the 3?
Yeah.
Really?
I got lucky because, I mean, his rules.
He's got that livestock. He's got Smoke and Trash, who he qualified and showed to run
Don't start this
He's
right
got-
months before an NBC.
He has got
bullshit.
He has got Lance's horse, who he qualified for the run to
Is Lance
Million
gonna
on.
let you show your horse in the age events this year, or show his horse in the age
Just an
events?
NBC.
Okay.
And after the NBC, we are gonna decide which one I show in the million.
And he's got Magnum Cielo, who he's been competitive in the level 4 on all 3 of them all year long, but somehow he's magically eligible for the level 3.
It's not magically.
Magically.
No, I
No,
won
it's not.
$23,000 the shootout, then it's category 6 and doesn't count for the eligibility. So,
Not magic, he just wasn't that good though.
I was sucks. Yeah. So,
For some reason.
I didn't make the final the Futuri in the last 2 years.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a terrible trainer. I feel horrible about that. But
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of Madison standards.
bullshit. You don't even show the Futurity.
I didn't even show it.
Yeah. So,
Still didn't make the finals. So.
Yeah, we made the same finals, and I tried a lot less than you did.
Yeah, he's a quitter.
Yeah, money talks.
well,
So what about now? You got so you don't know who you're not gonna tell us who you're gonna show at the.
no, I don't know yet. That's the thing. I had 3 great horses in my personal opinion. Smoking Trash, I mean, he's 7, and that's.
Oh, sorry.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Let me finish the question.
I can't.
You can ignore him because we do.
No, I used to say last year. I mean, in the commentary during the run. I mean, that horse have a lot of 225 kind of run. So I mean, I showed that horse a lot. I have 5 horses in training when I started training him at 2 years old. So I show him everywhere. And
But it takes a 235 to win.
correct, I agree. This year was actually the highest score for him, and I was very proud of that horse. At 6 years old, he actually keep going up, and that surprised me. Now that I ride him, I feel the best than he ever feel, but who knows when I show him, you know.
Come on, 230. Come on.
I hope so,
Call
dude.
that
I
number.
really hope
Come
so.
on.
But in the same time,
But it's not the natural progression. Horses, as they get older and show more, and it's hard. It doesn't matter what horse it is. It's tougher
yes, it's tough
to continue to have great
And
scores.
the owner actually told me at the beginning of the year, said, listen, I want you to do all the derbies with him because it's the last year and the last time that we can do it. And after, maybe if you have something enough for the million, just using for the shootout and qualify for next year, try to qualify for next year, and just have one shot next year. That's actually the perfect plan in my head and in his hand too, but you know, we see which one is going to be the best, and I'm going to show the best that I have.
It's nice to have options because there's a lot of people that don't.
They don't. Yes, I feel very lucky that Lance this year decided to offer me the horse for the NRBC, and if I pick him for the million, that horse is like, I showed him one time, it was a 27 and a half. I mean, it's in my head, yes. I'm like, what he can do if I gotta show him, like ride him all year myself without a non-pro showing
At
him.
least at 23.
And no, in my head, what can be? Maybe it's gonna be less because maybe not gonna keep the pressure, and that's why I timed
That
it
was
and
mean.
everything.
The
I don't
only
know.
reason we're mean to you is because we very much like you. Otherwise,
Yeah,
we're very nice to the people we don't like.
Hey, listen, not to name any names, but I had a friend at the horse show who took his horse back from a different horse trainer that marked 27, 28, 25 on it, and he was proud to tell me he's excited to bring him back to the low teens. Not to name names.
No, don't name names.
Sorry, I don't know what is the story about.
No, it's not.
just-
That's not
it's
another
okay.
story.
I
It's a
got it.
different story.
Okay, I got it. And
Well, with a lot. Well, what I meant was with a lot of hard work, you can continue along the bottom and finally end up at the bottom.
That's no, but that's actually true. I mean, you don't know, that horse I rode in for me, just to prepare him for me, like the last 3 weeks before the million. Before that was for Lance. So maybe that was the best strategy, or maybe me riding all the time that I know him better is gonna be better or worse. I don't know that. We see at an NBC, that's why I want to try him there and after pick. But so far he's 5 years old, never get showed that much, that hard, and with the talent, then yes, talent-wise he could be a 30, but he never marked it. So we see. I don't know.
And he was
I would-
legitimate at the qualifier.
Very.
So you go have that run again.
He's gonna be fine. Yeah. And that's the thing. I mean, the winning. I mean, everybody wanna win, but at the end of the day, you're gonna try to do the best for that day. And if you're lucky, then you're better than the other one. You win. If not, you're gonna be there. But at least you know.
You just
my
gotta
goal-
put yourself in the position.
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
Are you
that's what
are
I'm
you
trying
gonna go to? Are you taking any horses to Cactus?
No, I'm not.
But you're going out there.
No, I'm not either.
Okay.
Because last year I did. I don't even know why. I don't remember.
Just to
But we
float?
decided-
Just to walk around.
Yeah,
be an
I thought
asshole?
you wanted
Maybe
to
to walk around, be an asshole, something like that.
I thought you'd walk around with a makeup.
Like, hey guys, good luck over there.
I thought you'd have Monica print out some shirts that say qualified.
Already that could be fun. That could be fun.
Have a makeup crew. Camera guys, I'm qualified. Talk to me.
Qualified
Yeah,
with a middle finger right here underneath.
That was fun, but it was a mistake because I could stay home and ride more than the 3 years old for the future and all the stuff, and I was almost too focused for the million last year. Then my younger horses were a little bit behind, and that was something that I'm not happy about it. And this year I'm not gonna do the same mistake. So.
I don't think your younger horses were behind. You just had a couple little bobbles on them. They were pretty good.
I understand, but
They
they
were
could
pretty
be
good.
better, and
They could always be better. You could always have another day. Your horses were pretty good.
Thanks,
You just
I
had a bobble.
appreciate that.
And I really enjoyed you showing me the bobble and me rubbing it in. He's stoned right next to me at the fraternity. He was mad at me because he said, "Hey, you gotta look at this. You think it's this?"
I'm not talking
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, kind of.
No, but because you're full of shit. You don't say the truth. You just say something to piss me off. That's it.
It's fun for me. I'm
I
sorry.
understand, but that's not the right moment.
I know, but it's funny for me.
I come to you to ask you what you think.
Yeah, we're not good at timing. No.
Terrible.
I learned it from him, and he taught me well.
Yeah, we're not good at timing. What we think is funny is only,
Hurtful.
It's only funny to us.
Yeah. At that point, it was not funny.
It's always too soon.
I just walked back to the store. I still had the chaps on. I'm like, come on, dude. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I saw a meme today that says it was me, and then what I think is funny, and it was a gasoline can, and then a bonfire. So we only think it's funny if it gets a bad reaction.
No, I think it was years ago. Matt Mills's cinch got loose or something. Like he was having a great run, rolled back, and
He's not on the show.
his saddle slid, and he almost ran into the judges. And I saw it on the video. And like, so he zeroed or something, but he was about to make the open finals.
Yeah.
And he comes out, man, I ran over there and it was way too soon. I'm like, what were you doing in there, vaulting or something?
You say that?
Oh yeah. Karen stared straight through me. And I just, oh crap, that was too soon, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
what about
you should
Craig?
feel a little better.
I woke up from the arena and Craig came and said, now it's cheaper. I'm like, are you serious? And Ginger be like, what a good friend, huh? Yeah,
we're a tough crowd, man.
Yeah, but I think a good
But now I
friend.
get used to it. The beginning, that was kind of hurt. You know, I mean, I'll be honest. I remember one time I stopped at in Tulsa, and in front of me was Tim McQuay, and I was riding this Puscoda Cowboy, and then the one in Jordan train, and after Arnold Ferrer show, whatever, and I stopped in front of me, he looked at me and said, "That was too good. You didn't train these all right." I will remember that.
Tim, though.
Yeah, I will remember that forever. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Like every whole show was like that for the last 5 years. Now, I mean, it's okay. Now you don't. I mean, sometimes these kind of shit didn't do.
Well, now you can have your Run for the Million shirt that says qualified with the middle finger.
Middle finger. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Well, that's good. Well, we have to go out there and,
What are you gonna show?
I'm going to show Super Mario and Gunner's Rockstar.
Okay.
What are you showing, Gunny?
Girls on Fire.
Girls
Your
on
mare?
Fire.
My wife's mare that we've
She's
won.
nice.
We've won 75,000 on collectively, and she showed her all year last year as a 4-year-old, and I feel like I can pour it to her and she can mentally handle it now as a 5-year-old.
Did you have her up there in Tulsa?
Yeah, I saw it. Should have very good. I tried to tell him that, but it just walk away.
Well,
I tried to be nice one time.
yeah, but you were trying to be nice, and I knew you were lying to me.
I was not lying. I was telling you the truth.
No, you were lying to me. Tom would have walked up to me and said, she's going to have to be perfect in order to qualify. But you were saying, oh, she looks good.
I
she
just
looks
tried
good.
to give you some confidence.
I have none, okay? It's not good enough. I know that. Hey, sometimes it's not good enough.
I don't agree that it's not good enough. I think you can do it.
I know we can. That's why I'm trying.
Of course he can. I mean, Kate qualified with that horse last year, so.
And he qualified on Gunner's Rockstar the year before.
Oh, you qualified with Gunner also? Yeah, you're right. Forgot about that. That was 26 you marked that. No, 24 and a half with Rockstar.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Well, and it's like anything. I mean, you're just going to have to, things kind of have to be going your way. I mean, it's
you
going to be
gotta-
a good raining and.
It's going to be good. You got to kind of draw in the right spot.
Yep.
You got to have the frickin' right run. It has to be
Well,
the
Sean
right
drew
run.
number 1 and.
Yeah, marked to 28.
28.
They marked him at 28, but it could have been at 230 something.
Yeah,
They
he
marked
was
him at 28.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was draw one.
Yeah. If you draw one, you have to be very good.
Stellar.
Yeah. Very good.
But anyway,
That would be fun next week. I'm curious to what new faces when we were talking in Tulsa is gonna show up, because a lot of people from Europe will come over, and the guy that last year had to qualify, like Casey was not qualified last year, and this year it is. Craig, who was
Casey, Craig,
Jordan.
Andrea, Jordan.
no, Andrea was already qualified last year.
No, I mean this year.
Yeah.
Casey, Craig, Jordan, Andrea,
Sean. Florida.
and Sean. Is that
He was
is that the
27.
5? Casey?
So Casey was first. Andrea and I
six.
were second. and after was Sean with a 27 with
Yeah.
your brother's horse.
Yeah.
And after was Jordan, I believe, with a 26 or something like that. And Craig was a 26 and a
Yeah,
half.
there's
or
6 that are
26, yeah.
qualified
Yeah,
so
that's
far.
6.
So there's 6.
Yeah. What
There
about
was a tie?
Sierra? I heard that she's in it already.
So there was a
I
tie
don't
at Vegas. There was a tie.
Yes.
So there's 6, and then Sierra,
There's
so
six.
7.
Yeah.
Why is Sierra in it?
Yeah.
Because she was pregnant
Yeah.
last year, and Taylor said he'd give her a buy.
Okay, that's very nice.
Yeah.
I think it is correct.
I
agree.
absolutely agree. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, you'd have to be a heathen not to.
Yeah.
I'm not a heathen. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very good.
No, I
But
don't. I don't think anybody's arguing that. I mean,
No.
that was.
She
that
has a horse right now. She have a horse.
I
or no?
have no idea.
What do you mean, does she have a horse? If you pick one of yours, she'd take one of yours. It'd be good for your customers.
That could be not gonna happen because she's badass and
So she's gonna make you look bad.
No, she's gonna make it look better than what I can.
That's what I
so-
mean. Yeah.
No. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But anyway, I didn't think about that. I didn't know there was. I thought there was 6 qualified. I did not know that there was 6 qualified from
Yeah.
Vegas.
So now it's gonna change again. Like means before was 6 for Vegas all the time. Like with Jordan when I did that
It
runoff.
was
or
It
5
was
for
5
Vegas.
from Vegas.
No.
It was supposed to be
It was
5.
supposed to be. Me and you were up there. Yeah, it was supposed to be 5, and after with the runoff, then we did whatever
Yes.
happened. They took 6, so they kind of changed the rule.
You leave it to horse trainers; they'll keep sucking that blood out of them. Maybe 25 that qualify before long.
No, but after the Cactus, they took another 10, so 16. They were supposed to be 15, but after that
Are
reason,
they taking 8
So now
from
what
the
happened?
cactus or 9?
9 or 8 or 10.
They're taking
So
10,
it's
so now it's
17
going to be
this year.
17.
There's gonna be one more.
Okay.
I mean, I don't make the rules, but my understanding is they take 10 from the. It's 2 separate. There's 5 and whatever from Vegas, and then 10 from the Cactus.
Okay.
I did not know there was a tie. I didn't know there was 6
Yeah.
coming from. So it's Andrea, Sean, Jordan, you,
Craig.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you don't
Craig
know you're
Schmersall.
Oh, when you say Jordan, I thought you were talking
Craig
about Jordan.
Schmersall,
McCutcheon,
Casey
before.
Deary.
and Casey Deary. So that's the 6. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if it plus Sierra again, so 7. I don't know
Yeah.
if they take 9 or actually 10.
No, they're taking 10.
10. Okay, so it's 17 this year.
I'm pretty excited.
Every year is one more.
So, well, not on purpose.
No, purpose, of course.
There was 16 last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The year
And,
before
and
was
this year,
15.
and I think Taylor did the right thing. I mean,
Absolutely.
Sarah was pregnant. And I think Taylor did the right thing.
Absolutely. No, it was just I didn't know how it was
Yeah.
working for the Cactus.
Can I call Taylor right now and just say, hey, I'm pregnant. Can I qualify? I mean,
Yes.
I've got the body type.
Yes. Call
Now you can. I think now
Because I
actually
could
you can.
identify as
Yeah.
a woman,
Yes.
and I could just declare that.
Do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just call.
See if it works.
Yeah.
Send him a picture.
You know, they're from Hollywood.
Yeah, I think the picture is the
Yeah,
key.
you know, they're from Hollywood. They would
Yeah.
say yes. You know, we can't
Send
deny him.
Taylor a photo of you.
I don't think Taylor wants to. I think Taylor's a Texas boy.
I'm not going to send him a photo.
Yeah.
I'm talking out my ass. I'm going to leave that alone. We shouldn't go there.
Yeah, no.
So
Cut.
Yeah, it's gonna be anyway. It's gonna be nice to see who's gonna qualify.
yeah,
That'll be cool.
Yeah,
nice for you. For the rest of us, it's gonna be a son of a bitch.
fair enough.
Grow the show.
All right.
Grow that friggin' show.
You want a break now?
Grow
You need
the
a break?
show.
Yeah.
No,
No,
it's
no
not. There's no break.
You
When-
finish your drink.
When we say grow the show, this baby's over.
Oh, over. All right.
Francesco,
I'm sorry.
thanks for coming.
Thank you guys to invite me.
Appreciate
Very
it.
nice.
Yeah.
I know that I know you because you wanna shut
You
off the
don't-
camera.
you
but
don't
that's
annoy
fine.
me.
I'm waiting for dinner, so I'm hungry.
Hey,
I
listen,
know.
you don't
I'm
annoy
waiting
me.
for dinner.
You're one of my favorite people to talk to because I like giving you shit.
It's okay.
It makes me enjoy myself.
I think we find our balance right now. You know, before I get angry, now I'm like, oh, he's gunny.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was searching for.
I got it.
Yeah.
But next show is gonna happen the same. When I walk out and my horse roll back to the inside or something like that, and you're gonna make joke.
I'm gonna say, man, that was a great rollback. You should pull more next time. Yeah.
Fair enough.
It was too effortless.
And I'm going to say, Francesco, you're doing a great job. Your business is going good. Your horses look good.
Thank you, Tom.
Thanks
I
for
appreciate
showing up.
that a lot.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank
All
you,
right.
guys.
Grow the show.
Out.